and we welcome you into our broadcast position here at the top of the home stands in front of the press box here at Camden. I don't know why you turned off my music, because I have background music, sir. I'll turn that up if I please. We are here at Camden Fairview High School in Camden, Arkansas, as we see the coin toss taking place down at midfield. And great to have you with us here on the Patriots Sports Network. I'm Trip Keeter alongside Brett Kincaid. Brett, welcome back.
Hey, glad to be back. We're in for the long haul now, buddy. You got me until the season's over.
That's absolutely true. So it looks like the Cardinals, the Camden Fairview Cardinals, won the toss, elect to receive. So they won the ball. They won the ball early.
Yeah, senior night here in Camden. We saw the pregame festivities honoring all the seniors on the football team and the band and the cheer and spirit squads. Exciting night for the locals. Hate to ruin somebody's fun, but that's what we're here for. It's a championship Friday night, Trip.
Yeah, and there goes that horn. It was counting down to game time. It is 7 o'clock sharp right now. They had quite a huge group of seniors. And here come your Parkview Patriots onto the field looking to spoil tonight's senior night festivities as the Camden Fairview Cardinals have a bit of a march out onto the field before they sprint their way out of the tunnel. We're set for football. I mean, on the way here, I was really thinking, it feels like just yesterday we were starting the season. We were, going down to Melissa, Texas to take on another Cardinals team.
That's right. And
now here we are at the tail end of the regular season. The funny thing about football season is that it takes forever to get here, and then it's started and over. Yeah, it's done.
The weeks go by, and that loss to Bryant feels like years ago.
It does.
The team has evolved. We've seen this is what good coaches do, right? Is Coach Bolding and his staff identified, the weaknesses. That's why you play a Bryant, is to understand what you have. And have continued to adjust. We talked about this a few weeks ago, Trip, in Texarkana, and we talked about it again in Magnolia, and I know you talked about it again last week at War Memorial. The level of competition has been rising week over week over week.
Yeah.
And now Parkview has a chance to lock up another conference championship.
Okay.
A solo shot,
Yeah.
And but we were talking before we came on air. Conceivably, they could be the number 3 seed coming out of the conference, depending on the outcomes tonight.
Which is wild to think about, because Parkview's only played one team that's not in the 5A, and that's obviously Bryant, and that was the game that we lost to.
Right.
But you kind of expect to lose to a team that's, two classes above you.
And they've not lost all season. They're the number 1 team in the state, according to Max Preps, and they looked at that night.
Yeah. Every other game, Parkview has won, and most of those games, it's been by a lot. If you look at some of the other conference games, we've won, one game scored 72, others over 60. There's Solomon Aguilar kicking the ball away.
Yeah, last week was the first time all season.
Oh, what a hit.
Nice job on the tackle right there, right off the bat.
Ja'Cory Smith.
Ja'Cory came up setting the tone early. Just to finish that thought, last week was the first football game in conference where there hasn't been a running clock.
Right.
That's how dominant Parkview has been. But Camden Fairview, we're in their house. They've only lost once in this conference. They're a good football team.
And we almost got used to it, too, the running clock to start as soon as we hit the second quarter. And now here we are playing probably not even probably, the toughest conference opponent all season long. And wouldn't you know it, it's the last game of the regular season with a lot of playoff attention to it. Here's a run up the middle. That's Darrell Atkins, a quarterback that we're familiar with, who obviously Camden, Fairview, and Parkview being conference opponents for a long time, but also last season, these two teams met up in the state semifinals.
And Fairview expects to be back.
Yes.
That this is a good team. You look at that roster, it is senior after senior after senior. We saw them during the pregame ceremonies too. Interesting look here with the set, trying to, a little bit of funky motion, trying to get a little bit of free yardage here. Smart in the first series.
Atkins drops back to pass. He's looking to throw. It is short. He was looking for Trent Haygood, another Cardinal that we're very familiar with, because those two were they were just a match made in heaven for this Cardinal team.
Yeah, you had Ja'Cory and Chris Edwards in coverage right there. It was smart play calling. First play of the game, quarterback sneak up the middle.
Yeah.
You can't run up against the middle against Parkview. That's been the weakest or the strength of the defense all season long has been up in the interior of the defensive line.
So now we have 3rd down and 10 on Fairview's opening drive of the game. We're going to hand it off this time to left side. They're going to lose yards.
Yeah, it was nothing more than a simple, looked like an RPO, but he was going to hand it off from the beginning no matter what on that. They're behind the chains, 4th down, and they are contemplating.
There's Jeremy Edwards getting back there into the backfield, quickly taking down Trent Haygood, and now they're in 4th down and 12 territory.
Yeah, this may be a pooch situation, and it is.
And it is, yep.
Well executed, too.
Very, very good punt. Nobody back there. And it's going to take a huge roll, and they're going to down it as close to the goal line as they can. That is, I mean, you can't even see punts in D1 football like that. That was very well done.
That is a hat tip to the Fairview coaching staff. They had that drawn up. They knew exactly what they were going to do. Coach Vaughn had that wrinkle up his sleeve. We never they didn't even change personnel at all after the 3rd down play. They knew exactly what they were going to do.
I want to give a quick shout out to someone who we normally see in punting plays, either punting the ball or returning it. Whereas Amarian Robinson got hurt last week, and we miss him a lot. I know, man, you're probably watching, and just so you know, man, we're praying for you. We love you, man.
Yeah, get healthy. Want to see you on the field again soon.
Here's a quick handoff, and that's not good.
Oh,
a safety on the opening offensive play for Parkview. That is not how the Patriots wanted to start this ball game.
That is exactly how Fairview hoped this whole with the pooch would turn out. I mean, you can't fault the team for a good plan. That was a great plan. They will now get the field, get the ball back in plus position, having to kick the ball off from the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
This is exactly what you're wanting for trying to pull off a home upset.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the first time Parkview has trailed in a game since the Bryant game?
It's the first time in conference play for sure.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time that Parkview had trailed.
DeQueen tied it up at 7 in the first quarter.
That didn't last long.
And then right away, Parkview came out guns blazing. So now we got senior night.
Mm-hmm.
This is another long bus trip for Parkview.
Yeah.
Fairview knows that they control their own destiny.
Yeah.
I mean, that worst case scenario, if they win, they're going to be a 2nd seed. Like, this is a big opportunity for them.
They want to be the team to spoil Parkview's, dominant streak, because you think of Parkview football, you think of just destroying any opponent in your way, because that's kind of the culture that's been built here for this team. But also, this is a well-oiled machine, but with that being said, it's not going to be perfect every single time, so you're going to have mishaps like this.
We talked about Fairview. We met in the conference team. We met in the semifinals last year. They expect to be back. This is a senior-laden roster. This is an experienced coaching staff. They know how to win. They're familiar with Parkview.
So Aguilar had to kick it away 20 yards behind where he normally was. He kicked it off from the 20, and now the ball was returned and taken out of bounds by Trent Haygood, and he's going to be out of bounds. Let's see what they mark it at about the 43-yard line.
I think that's about right, yeah. We got a little bit of sideline clutter in front of us, but
it
looked about right. And now
that's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah. Well, so I'm eager to see how Fairview takes advantage of good field position at this point.
Right.
They are a wide open team. They're going to want to do short passing games and then try to burn you deep with some inside runs. But they are, you look right now, they're running an empty set. They're ready to go. They have their foot on the gas.
So Atkins, as you said, in the empty set alone in the backfield, very, very interesting lineup.
He's very
Right.
confident. He looks very, very confident in the backfield.
Now, here's Atkins, and his pocket collapses, but he's got a big hole. And now he's in Parkview territory for the first time in this ball game, and he out of bounds almost at the other 40-yard line. It looks like it's going to be well inside at about the 35.
I love I always talk about how well the Parkview receivers blocked downfield. Hats off to Zakillian Marks there, number 16. Great down. He saw his quarterback broke. He knew exactly what to do. He turned upfield, got locked onto a corner, and
we got a Patriot jumping.
And he was able to help secure a few extra yards, and now they're changing up the snap count, doing anything they can to make Parkview uncomfortable right now. And that's a great opportunity for them to slow down that rush between the offsides and now and then the scramble. It's a great opportunity to try and get this Parkview pass rush to set back a little bit.
So nothing going right so far. We're only 2 minutes into this game, and nothing has really gone Parkview's way. And on first down and 5, Atkins is going to roll out and finds a man towards the far sideline. Looks like he caught it, and he did. Inside the 20-yard line, they'll mark him at the 19. I believe that was
Dayton Browning on the catch there. Nice job of going down to get the ball. It looked like that was headed for the turf, but he was able to get his arms underneath it and secure the ball. Parkview has got to find something to break up this rhythm because Fairview is in a great, great rhythm right now.
Yes,
They're once again coming out empty set, going 4 wide to the left side. It's hard to run a spy on a quarterback when you've got that many receivers in the ball game.
They're really trying anything that they can do to catch Parkview with their backs against the wall. Now, throw to the near sideline. This one's complete to Jordan Elliott.
Coach Vaughn and his staff at Fairview clearly done a good job of watching tape. We've seen teams have success on Parkview by rolling the pocket. That's about the only time you've been able to really see consistent success in the pass game. And they did it perfectly right there, and that's going to set up all sorts of different motions and waggles that they can do if they can continue to establish that.
So now it's going to be 2nd down and 4 from the Parkview 13.
Once again, they're going empty. They found something they like out of this package.
Yeah. And this time it's going to be a touch pass to Trent Haygood.
That's basically just a little trap play.
Yeah.
I mean, they pulled the guard, and with the slot back coming right behind him on the little pop pass, like you said, it's an inventive play call. I like that a lot. It's something
really
that Parkview's going to have to figure out how to stop because I have a feeling that Fairview will come back to that.
Now it looks like they're going to bring out a much larger set on 3rd down and inches.
Looks like Parkview's keeping their same personnel on the field too.
Let's see what the Cardinals have on their sleeve. This time it's going to be a handoff to Trent Haygood. To the right side, he's got a couple of Patriots to beat going towards the pylon, but he's going to be stopped just short. That was Chris Edwards who chased him down and made the tackle and saved the touchdown.
You're going to be at the 2-yard line. That's one of the few times that clearly kid has some speed for Fairview. That was Haygood. He was able to outrun the angle, not all the way to the end zone, but he got what he needed to get the first down.
1st and goal up the middle, and he was hit, but he makes an extra effort to get into the end zone. That is number 22. See if I can even find him. I lost him from my roster. Number 22. Yeah, he's just completely vacant from
Justin
mine.
Frazier.
Okay, Justin Frazier on the touchdown. And I guess
Yeah, he did. I mean, he got met in the middle. I mean, this is what Parkview does. They meet you in the middle on those. But he did a good job of keeping his feet, kept moving, kept churning, and crossed that goal line. Now Parkview not only trailing for the first time in conference play, but trailing by 2 scores now.
Yeah, this is a very, very tough situation that, pretty much like you said, we're not used to seeing Parkview with their backs against the wall like this.
So if you're Coach Bolding, what you're doing right now is you're going to the sideline and you're getting your guys together. You're projecting calm. You're looking at you're pointing at the scoreboard, saying, "Look, there's 8:46 to go in the first quarter. This game just got started."
Yeah, we just started.
We had miserable. We got a 4 and out defensively, and then they caught us. Look, that's coach is saying that's on us, boys.
Yeah.
We set you up to fail on that one. They were able to pin Parkview back. Good play by their defensive front to stop just a simple inside zone play that Parkview runs, 20 times a game.
Yeah.
But they were ready for it. They did it. Good on them for doing it. And then they, got field position, scramble, offside. You look at what Parkview has done. It's been a penalty. It has been a busted play, and then it's just been good execution by Fairview, which a good team is going to do. If you're Parkview, there is no reason to panic.
Haygood, a little bit of a pooch kick. Now trouble with the Cardinals have it. Disaster after disaster, but looks like Montario Elston comes up.
You needed that spark. You did not need to turn the ball over right there because, as I was just saying, there's no reason to panic. The ball hits the turf. Suddenly, there might be a little panic right there.
Yeah.
Nice job, though, by picking it up and cooler heads prevailing and getting out there and doing the right thing. And then not just recovering it, but getting on your feet and advancing the ball.
Here comes a little bit of precipitation, and luckily for us, We're a little bit covered, but we're still going to get our gear covered as much as we can. But we're kind of in a spot where I'm not feeling a single drop right now.
No, the fans are seeking shelter, understandably, but the
scrambling out. It's just like 40
today, especially on the drive down. The backside was fully covered, but then Manny just took it.
They marked it officially as a 2-yard loss, so it's 2nd and 12. Now here's E-Man. He's looking end zone, fires, and he's got a man. A good, quick catch there by Kyron Marshall, and just shy of the chains that time as he's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. That rain was so quick, it was in and out of a hurry. It was really just a misting. There's still a little bit coming down, but it's so little. None of it has really touched our table at all.
No,
we're pretty much we're in a good spot.
That was Kyron. We're glad that Kyron's wearing white shoes on that because I think it prevented them from noticing that his foot may have been on the line.
It might have been. He looked like he tried to do a little toe tap.
Yeah, I mean, look, we got the call.
Yeah.
So moving ahead now, 3rd and short.
Bunting and settles in the gun. E-Man hands it off to Cameron. He loses the football. I think Parkview fell on top of it though.
Interesting decision here for Coach Bowling. Do you get the points, or do you line up and say field goals are not going to win this ballgame? Rain's kicking up just a little bit
again.
The
rain is picking back up again. We're in a magical spot where we're just right in front of the press box where it's not hitting us at all.
Yeah, we're very fortunate that the wind is blowing the direction that it's blowing right now.
Will is completely covered like he's in a fort in his living room.
And not exactly a bad decision. We're facing west. This is coming up from the southeast.
So we're in a good spot.
Coach Bolding has decided to go ahead and take the points. I think it's a good decision in the
very
first
good
quarter.
decision. Yes.
Obviously you want to execute, but even you go with the process. We are kicking into the end zone with the skewed goalposts.
Aguilar's kick is up, and it is good with the hold from
the middle didn't move.
Yeah.
It's just the outsides that moved. Nice kick there. That's exactly what Parkview needed the touchdown. But more than anything, they needed points to settle this down, try to reestablish field position, get your defense back to where they aren't playing on their heels like they were after the positive field position on the short kick.
This is what football is all about, just playing in the elements. I kind of look up to our right, just above us. We have a really good angle of how the wind is moving due to the precipitation. I'm just a weather nerd, so I'm kind of geeking out over here, but it's a really, really cool look. It's very, very gentle rain. So it's like the only effect that it has is it's just adding moisture to the ball into the field.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a problem on the field in terms of footing it in ball possession, but more importantly with the weather. Yak, watch your back. We got Tripp is coming for your job, Todd. Be careful.
No. I am nowhere near as smart as that man.
He would probably tell you otherwise, but he knows his weather. I'll give you that. And Todd knows it.
There's Solomon Aguilar with a good kick. Trent Haygood's going to try to get under it, and he picks it up from the 2 off the bounce. Haygood slips away near sideline and goes out of bounds at the 25.
Haygood is a kid who could play on my team any day.
Yes.
He's got good instincts. He has got great speed. He was able to get to the corner. I mean, that's pretty much every other team that Parkview has played in conference this year, outside of maybe Lakeside or Magnolia, had a couple of pretty quick kids. They wouldn't have made it. Parkview would have shut them down. He's got a little wiggle, a nice return there to get them out of what could have been a really deep hole.
So here they come out in this empty set again, where they have 4 to the right and 1 on the near side. And now that's Haygood in motion. And they'll give it to him on the end around, and he's only going to gain a yard, maybe 2.
Yeah, that time Parkview was sitting there ready on it. A good job of holding the edge. That was Damien. Yeah, it was Damien Richard was able to hold the edge right there, and then of course Micah Johnson came in to clean it up. Nice job. They're going to obviously highlight number 4, and I would too if I were the coaching staff. But there are only so many different ways you can do it without throwing the ball downfield. Parkview's still running with a 4-man front. Haven't seen any blitzing out of the linebackers. They've got to sit back right now.
Now 2nd down and 7. Bring a man in motion this time. And now Atkins has got to scramble. Running right side, has to fire it out of bounds. And look at that, Ja'Cory Smith just bringing all of the pressure.
Great job by Ja'Cory. He ended up making the quarterback make a decision, which is kind of like when you're in that RPO situation. He is rolled out. He can either tuck it to throw it. It's like a baseball when you got him in a hot box.
Yeah.
You got to make the runner make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what Jacory did right there and made the quarterback make a decision and ended up forcing a throw out of bounds.
3rd down and 7 now with Camden and Fairview only leading by 6. A very interesting score that we haven't seen anything nearly like it all year long.
Magnolia gave him
Get to the
very
ball quickly.
impressed with him. He's dealing with a bit of an Achilles issue, but
Yeah.
he is still out there working hard, trying to help lead his team on both sides of the ball occasionally.
It's a quick punt. Jermaine Penny is going to let it go. And it's going to take another roll. I mean, how do you even teach that? I don't think you can. This time it's only going to stop at the 10.5-yard line.
The kid I apologize to our viewers. I missed the number on who was actually.
I think that was Trent Haygood again.
Is Haygood okay? He just has a knack. Clearly, he
Yeah.
figured it out. It's like everybody's tried to throw that Kevin Kopp's disappearing ball,
Yeah.
but he's the only one who can do it. Sometimes
Right.
you just have a knack, and that's something that you can do, and you can't teach it. He just knows how to. I think, obviously Parkview dropped a safety there, but need to put him back 5 more yards if they do it again.
And now, ball at the 11-yard line. That's not thunder. That's people stomping onto the
We are
on
on
the
aluminum
bleachers.
bleachers. I am paying attention just in case.
There's Cameron settles, spins away, and dives forward. A good 1-yard gain.
Looking at what Fairview, how they're setting up, they're running. They are keen on that interior run.
Yes.
That is what they want to do.
Now, a whistle's blown. They want to officials want to reset the play clock. It needs to be pumped up back to 40, and now they'll let it roll.
There they go.
I know a frustrated white hat when I see one.
Yeah, the game clock kept running too there.
Yep. So now 2nd down and 9. Another handoff to Cameron Settles. Left side this time. And he's going to be taken down at the, let's say, the 22-yard line.
Nice job of getting outside there. We've been kind of running
18-yard line, I beg your pardon. Other side of the 20, my bad.
Trying to run between the 0 and the 2 holes there, it seems. But now they're kind of moving outside off tackle a little bit this time.
Down.